the leader in HD. This is 12 News at 10.
Tonight's big story. Phoenix police in turmoil over allegations that the department inflated kidnapping stats. That led to a domino effect.
Phoenix, Arizona, second kidnapping capital in the world.
The city's top cop, Jack Harris, under fire, but saying he will not step down.
And anyone that wants these stars can come and get them. But I got news for you. I'm not giving them to you. You're going to have to take them.
The explosive allegations that Phoenix police inflated kidnapping stats is the latest in a slew of events that have tarnished the department and put its reputation on the line.
You're getting the best team coverage tonight. Wendy Halloran fills us in on the controversies that have plagued Harris in the past. Melissa Blasius reports on the implications this could have on millions of dollars in federal grants the department has received. And Celeste Rodriguez talks about lawmakers using the kidnapping capital label for political gain.
But first, William Pitts joins us from police headquarters tonight with the finger pointing that is going on. William?
Well, right now, Jack Harris's status is undecided. He is still the public safety manager. What's unclear, though, is how much longer he might have that job.
I got news for you. If I did something wrong by doing that, stand by, because I'm going to do it again and again and again, as long as I'm wearing this uniform.
Jack Harris seething at a morning press conference.
The city manager can reassign me. He can give me whatever duties he wants to do me, but I am not stepping down. I am not voluntarily giving up my job.
Harris is under fire over crime statistics that give Phoenix the title of kidnapping capital of the U.S. But those numbers now appear to be inflated. Harris says it's because the beat cops classify the reports wrong.
They manipulated the numbers. They mislabeled the reports, not my guys on the street.
The police union says it was done for money. The city got about $2 million in federal money because of those numbers.
It needs to be reassigned and investigated, both criminally and administratively.
If you'd fixed it in the beginning, everybody can make a mistake. That's normal. That's life. But to hide it?
Some Phoenix council members demanding answers. Peggy Neely sent out a statement saying the city manager planned to make a change in the day-to-day operations of the police department. At today's city council meeting, people were expecting Harris to be demoted or fired, but nothing happened.
We need leadership from the city manager on down, and that's what I want to see, leadership from the city manager, and it's his responsibility.
The city manager yesterday told me specifically that a transfer was going to happen, and now it's been backtracked, and I think this is unacceptable.
The Phoenix city manager says he'll hold off on his decision. Meanwhile, Phoenix Mayor Phil Gordon is standing by his man.
And I have faith in Chief Jack Harris, in his leadership, and on our police department.
And Harris is daring his critics to come after him.
Anyone that wants these stars can come and get them. But I got news for you. I'm not giving them to you. You're going to have to take them.
And again, the last time we talked to the city of Phoenix, they said Jack Harris is still the public safety manager. He has not packed up his office. He's not really going anywhere, let's say.
So, William, what happens next?
Well, right now there's a press conference scheduled for Friday, and no one's really telling us what's going on during that press conference, just that there is one being called. So we're going to have to see and wait.
All right. Thanks a lot. William Pitts live from police headquarters.
Let's get some perspective on this. We're joined now by watchdog investigator Melissa Blasius. And Melissa, we know that Jack Harris used stats to get federal grant money. Now that Harris says those stats aren't accurate, how much is on the line?
Well, the city's reputation and a lot of money. No one denies that Phoenix has a problem with kidnappings and home invasions related to cross-border smuggling. However, Harris's application for 2 grants 2 years ago uses the statistical increase in kidnappings and the reputation of Phoenix as the kidnapping capital of the U.S. as reasons why we needed more than $2 million in federal funds for more officers and equipment.
And if the department, Melissa, used flawed statistics knowingly, what could happen?
Well, the Justice Department is looking at those statistics, first of all, and then if they do think that they were flawed, at very least, Phoenix might have to give the money back. And the Department of Justice, then in the future, may be less likely to believe the city next time it comes begging for money. Mark?
All right, watchdog reporter Melissa Blasius. Thanks, Melissa.
Well, that kidnapping figure has been widely publicized across local and national TV, as well as in newspapers like the Washington Post. New tonight, Celeste Rodriguez has more on how this figure has been used for both media and political gain. Celeste?
Yeah, Lindsay, it surprised the country when the numbers were released. Phoenix was on the map, and not in such a good way. It was tough on tourism and helped fuel the immigration debate.
I want to tell you about the kidnap epidemic that is happening right in our own backyard, Phoenix, Arizona.
Tonight, a closer look at the kidnapping capital of America. It's Phoenix, Arizona.
In 2009, this national ABC story coined the phrase, kidnapping capital of America, and folks ran with it for political and media gain.
But it's putting people like you in danger every day. I'm sorry, but how can we help you, sir? There are a lot of people in America that would really like to make sure you guys don't have to deal with this crap.
Well, Glenn, right now you're helping us. You're getting the correct information out.
Then it continued into last summer on Meet the Press.
Why is it that Phoenix, Arizona is the #2 kidnapping capital of the world?
It's not just politicians. This Today Show segment promotes a National Geographic visit to the valley to look at the huge kidnapping problem making headlines in our state at the time.
It's hard to believe that Phoenix, Arizona, second kidnapping capital in the world after Mexico City.
It fueled anti-immigrant sentiment and gave growing support to Sheriff Joe Arpaio's raids.
It is immoral if they enforce the law. That's immoral. I took an oath of office.
It heightened the immigration debate at the Capitol for and against SB 1070. The kidnapping figure has even helped in the case for more federal resources on the border.
The violence is on the border and coming if we don't put more and more resources into it.
There were more local and state leaders who also used this figure to prove the need for more local, state, and federal resources, and dozens more media outlets that have reported this figure that may be inaccurate. Celeste Rodriguez, 12 News.
Celeste, thanks. The Phoenix Police Department's turmoil has been going on for several years now. Ultimately, the city's top cop, Jack Harris, is the guy responsible. Wendy Halloran continues our team coverage with how everything got to this point. Wendy?
Well, Mark, a firestorm of controversy, accusations of a culture of corruption. And tonight, the one man who's accountable for everything that goes on at the Phoenix Police Department is watching it unravel right before his very eyes. Though he vows he won't be stripped of his stars without a fight.
Good morning. I'm here this morning because I am as angry and as outraged as I have ever been in the 39 years that I've been wearing this uniform.
Wearing that uniform earns Jack Harris well over $200,000 a year, serving as the public safety manager while also collecting his pension as the retired police chief. Public watch group Judicial Watch calls Harris a double dipper. It's not illegal, but certainly questionable for a city leader. Within just the last year, a slew of incidents indicates leadership at the Phoenix Police Department may be spiraling out of control. More than a dozen Phoenix police officers at the South Mountain Precinct have been investigated in an off-duty work scheme. Last November, prosecutors indicted ex-officer George Contreras and 3 others for helping officers get paid for off-duty security work they never performed at an apartment complex. Harris made command changes.
And in this particular case, it was because our officers actually came to the police department and said something is wrong.
Among those under investigation, Sergeant Sean Drenth, who was found shot to death by the state capitol in October. Scores of cops flooded the crime scene, possibly compromising the evidence. To this day, it's still a mystery if it was murder or suicide.
Adam, deck 4. 2 shots were fired. Roll fire immediately.
Just a few weeks earlier, Phoenix police officer Richard Chrisman was arrested and charged with second-degree murder in the shooting death of 29-year-old Daniel Rodriguez during a domestic dispute. Chrisman said it was self-defense, but a second officer on the scene gave a conflicting account, setting off a firestorm. Officer Chrisman has some support among officers, but it has put more strain on a department that's already divided.
I'm just glad the truth is starting to finally come out.
It was later revealed Chrisman was caught on surveillance cameras planting evidence on a mentally ill woman under arrest in 2005. He got a 1-day suspension, but it was kept from public scrutiny until last year. Now, Harris has also been criticized by the president of the Phoenix Law Enforcement Association. Plea was angry Harris wouldn't back SB 1070, which would involve state and local police in efforts to apprehend illegal immigrants. Plea joined Maricopa County Sheriff Joe Arpaio and many state lawmakers in backing the bill. Wendy Halloran, 12 News.
All right, Wendy, thanks a lot. Let's recap tonight's big story. The Phoenix Police Department in turmoil. Kidnapping stats that helped the department get nearly $2 million in federal money are being questioned. The Justice Department is investigating, and the city's top cop, Jack Harris, is defending his department as some city council members are calling for Harris's reassignment. We could learn more by Friday.